Emma had always considered herself a devoted wife for years. She had managed the household, supported her husband, and maintained an image of the perfect marriage. But behind closed doors, things were different. Her relationship with Tom had grown stale. The excitement long gone, replaced by routine and unspoken resentment one evening while scrolling through social media. Emma stumbled upon a podcast hosted by a charismatic life coach who spoke about empowerment and self-fulfillment. The episode focused on relationships, particularly the concept of open marriages. The host, a woman who exuded confidence, encouraged her listeners to take control of their happiness, to refuse to settle for less than they deserved. Emma found herself captivated by the ideas presented. She had been feeling unappreciated for so long, yearning for something more, and this advice struck a chord. What if she could have it all, a stable home life with Tom, but also the freedom to explore her desires outside the confines of their marriage? The idea brewed in her mind for weeks. She began to imagine what life could be like if she didn't have to hide her feelings, if she could be honest about her needs. The more she thought about it, the more empowered she felt. It wasn't just about the physical aspect. It was about taking charge of her happiness, of not letting herself be defined solely as a wife. But there was one problem. Emma had been unfaithful to Tom for months. She had been involved in a secret affair with a co-worker. The guilt weighed heavily on her. Yet the thrill of the affair had made her feel alive again now. With the new perspective she had gained from the podcast, she saw an opportunity to redefine her marriage on her terms one night after dinner. Emma decided it was time to talk to Tom. Her heart raced. As she sat him down, choosing her words carefully, she began by expressing her love for him, assuring him that she still valued their relationship. But then she took a deep breath and proposed the idea of an open marriage. Tom was taken aback. This was not a conversation he had ever expected to have. Emma spoke passionately about the importance of honesty, of living authentically. She mentioned the podcast, how it had opened her eyes to the possibilities beyond traditional monogamy. She didn't reveal her affair, but she made it clear that she wanted more from life, more from their marriage. Tom was silent for a long time. He felt blindsided, confused, and hurt. The woman he had trusted for so many years was suddenly suggesting a drastic change to their marriage, a change that he hadn't seen coming. The conversation left him reeling, unsure of what to think or how to respond in the days that followed. The tension between them grew. Tom couldn't shake the feeling that something more was going on, that Emma's proposal was not just about empowerment, but about something deeper. Something she wasn't telling him. He started to question everything, from her late nights at work to the sudden distance between them. Meanwhile, Emma was determined to move forward with her plan. She had tasted freedom and wasn't willing to let it go. The podcast had given her the courage to ask for what she wanted, and she was ready to embrace this new chapter in her life, regardless of the consequences. As the weeks went by, their marriage began to unravel. Tom's suspicions grew, and Emma's resolve hardened. The truth of her affair eventually came to light, shattering any hope of reconciliation. What had started as a quest for empowerment and fulfillment ended in betrayal and heartbreak. In the end, Emma got what she wanted, but at a cost. She hadn't fully anticipated. The marriage that had once defined her life was over, replaced by the cold reality of her choices. She was free, but the price of that freedom was a loneliness she had never expected.